don't forget to subscribe for more reviews. Please also like. Thank you.
I don't know what's real anymore. I've opened up the door to...
Hello everyone, this is Tom again, and today we have a viewer requested item. This is Transformers Beast Wars Transmetal 2 Deluxe Waspinator. And I actually did not own this figure, but one of my viewers requested that I do this, so it was the first ever request I got that I could remember from somebody that's not a close friend, and I said, okay, I'll go do it. Packaging, so we've got here, he's a deluxe Transformer, and this is the Now Seen on Fox Kids logo. In his packaging, he's nice. Beast Wars warning, choking hazard, not for ages 5 and up. His original sticker price, right there from Toys R Us. He's a Predacon. Back of the box, we've got Transmetal 2, products, shots of various bots, Black Arachnia, Cybershark, Shark, Scourge, Cheetor, Dinobot, and Ramulus. And there's the brief bio if anybody wants to read it. His tech specs, it shows that his strength is 8 and his intelligence is 5. So I think that's pretty much spot on for the cartoon. And here are the instructions on how to change him from Wasp to Bot. And this was done in if I can get it over here, 1999. Give you an idea about when this came out. So I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to crack him out of the packaging, and we'll go from there. My intention is to remain as objective as possible while I'm going through this. Let me tell you, I am not necessarily a fan of this mold. I see why people were so excited when the Generations mold came out. First thing we do, we pull off the stinger. Pull the stinger straight off. Next we come to the legs, to the underside here, and we have to rotate at this joint right here. We rotate it, and then we rotate this leg. So I think it comes like this, if I remember correctly, so that the ball joint is exposed. And then here, what we're doing is, where is it? Alright, we need it up so that we can make a knee. And I must have backwards. Yeah, I got it backwards. Okay. So, my apologies. That little raised area is going to go in here, and this will set like this, and this will allow you to have a knee joint. Okay? If you don't do it right, then you won't be able to have a knee joint, and it won't work properly. But if you do it right, he'll sort of stand. Next, pull the wings kind of out of the way, take these arms, and you can extend them. These little bits here plug into these little pieces right here. These arms are on a hinge here, so the easiest thing to do that doesn't pop off the arm is kind of get your thumb under here and just rotate it out with the joint. Otherwise, if you're like mine, it just pops right off. Now, you can already see his head right there. Hello! So, yeah. Oh, I think I skipped a step, didn't I? Yeah, this was down. You just put it up. Just rotate it up. It just moves right straight up. Okay. Now we come here to the head, and there are two little locking pins right here. Just push the head forward. And right there's one of the pins, and there's the other one. kind of rotate them down, and you can see the heads are going to slide over, and there's a pin right here. It's going to plug into this port right here, and on the other side you've got a port right there, which is going to plug into that pin that you probably may not be able to see. Boy, that was definitive, wasn't it? Let's see here. Rotate the arms around. These things are on a little pinned hinge, so you can maneuver them up. And here is Waspinator in his robot mode. Alright, so you've got the brown right here on the leg, you've got this yellow piece right here, you've got the red eye. That's what the back looks like. This is just not a mold that I really particularly care for. Articulation in this mode, the head is on a ball joint. It'll look all the way around if you want it to. It does have light piping, which I don't know if I might be able to get some to come in. Oop, not like that. You can't see him. Yeah, you can sort of see it. There you go. You can really see it glow now. Okay. The arms are on a ball peg, and they're cut so you can get out to there with no trouble. Mind the wasp legs, you can go all the way around. There's must be a mushroom peg going from here to here, because you do get rotation and it's not on that joint. Single hinge elbow gets you double. No, it's a single hinge. It's just the way that it's cut right through here allows it to fold up all the way. I think I've mentioned before that these things move up and down. The wrist is a fixed piece. There is no waist swivel, no waist articulation. The legs, T-jointed ball joints for hips. He cannot do the full splits. Well, he couldn't with this anyway, but he can't do it's close, but he can't quite get them down all the way. He can go out that far. If this wasn't in the way, he could get the full American splits, but I mean, I'm at an angle here to get it back that far. So knee, single hinge, you saw how that was put together, but because of the way it is put together, you can get it well past what you need, and there's no foot articulation. You do have, because of the ball joint, you can use, it's not quite a thigh swivel, you can get a little bit out of it, but this right here comes down and it impacts in there, so it limits what you can do with it. Yeah. There's a couple of things this thing does though, which is admittedly rather interesting. If you disconnect this and pull the back off of him, pull this down, he will swap heads if you do it right. There we go. Reconnect that, push that back up, push that in, and oh, now don't be that way, get in there. There we go. Okay, that in there, push that in, and now we have a different head. And it's a nice head, I guess, as far as that type of thing goes. Let's see if we can catch the light piping on him as well. Can you all see that? Yeah, okay. So, yeah, he's a figure. He has one other thing that he does here, and he can hold his weapon. Put that in his hand, it snaps in quite satisfactorily. Now, I will give it kudos where kudos are due. The missiles are right here. See that right there? That's a missile. Plug it into his little weapon here, maybe. And it does shoot. It does pretty well too. That's one of those you can't have anything that might harm the kids' toys. So at least from that perspective, it's okay. I don't really know much else to say about this. I guess we'll do size comparisons next. For size comparisons in this mode, here he is next to Generations Waspinator. And he's actually a little bit taller than Generations Waspinator. Let's see here. That was really the relevant one. Here he is for you movie fans, next to Movie Bumblebee. Here he is next to Quick Strike for Beast Wars fans. For you Classics fans, here he is next to the Classics Prime mold. MP10. And let's see here. Here he is next to a Generations Legends figure. You're doing viewer requests now. Yes, Nemesis, I'm doing viewer requests. At least he's kind of handsome. Really? That's what you're going to say? That's about all I got. Alright, get the hell out of here. So, yeah, okay. Pulling out the old tape measure. Looks like he's coming in at just shy of 5 to the head, shoulder to shoulder, because remember that's how I measure. Looks like he's 2 3/4 of an inch. Depth wise, he's coming in at 2 inches approximately, I would say. So I don't know. I guess he's okay. Final thoughts wise, I'm really conflicted about this Transformer. It's not good. It's not good at all, and it is several shades lower than that one. This is by far the superior Waspinator to that one. Not only I think I mentioned that this was a viewer requested review, and I went out and I actually purchased this thing simply because I wanted to provide my audience what they wanted. If anything comes from this review, and if you, and you know who you are, wanted to see this reviewed to determine whether or not you wanted to buy one for yourself, my recommendation is pass. It is possible to get this figure into a few interesting and dynamic poses, but it's not really worth it. Look, you're watching this for my opinion, or either to just be polite to me, one or the other. But if it's just for my opinion, then this thing should not have been made. I just don't know how else to say it. Most of the joints are okay. The knees are weak. This is rather tight, or it's tight enough. That's tight enough. That's tight enough. It fails on so many different levels. It's difficult to really figure out what you're wanting with this thing. I don't know. This is going to be one of those that probably goes in a box and never sees the light of day again. It's not fun at all. At least not for me. Okay, thank you for watching. And now, to answer the burning question on everyone's mind, how does the Transmetal 2 Beast Wars Waspinator, the Toys R Us exclusive, scale with Metroplex? And there you can see him in the hand of Metroplex. Yeah, there he is. Okay.
Thank you for watching my Papa's channel. Please subscribe and like. Thank you.